marioncorral.org or visit marioncorral.org for more information. New members are welcome.
All right, 4 minutes, make that 5 minutes after 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. Beautiful Thursday. The weekend looks like it's going to be nice. Today and tomorrow look nice. There is a rain mentioned for the weekend, and most likely in the afternoon and short-lived. So Saturday afternoon, Sunday afternoon. Looks like the beginnings of what will become a pattern. At least it used to be, right? Every summertime here in Central Florida, there was always that afternoon rain, right? You knew that you didn't have to worry about it. If it's going to rain, just let it pass. You can go have lunch and then get back into the ocean or the beach or the pool, whatever it is you were doing. Galen Unold is on the phone from LifeSouth Community Blood Center. Good morning, Galen.
Hey, good morning, Larry, Robin. How are y'all?
Good. Where are you today?
I'm in Amelia Island today.
How is it over there? Beautiful?
Beautiful. Yeah, it's fantastic. Just had breakfast near the beach. It was a pretty awesome way to start the workday.
You sound really, really comfortable, like relaxed. It must have been a morning.
It must have been a good party last night.
No, I'm sitting in the lobby, and there's a speaker going on, and so I'm sitting in the lobby.
Okay.
Waiting for the show, so I can go back in there and learn about, a healthcare odyssey.
Oh, the healthcare odyssey.
A healthcare odyssey.
So there's a speaker going. Right now there's somebody speaking?
Yeah. I'm at a conference. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you're okay with missing whatever it is that they're speaking about?
It's a healthcare odyssey, Larry.
I'm not sure what that means.
Yeah. I don't either. I have no idea.
Well, let me ask you something. Wouldn't you be the appropriate person to be the person to do the speaking?
No, I'm not in that. These are people talking to hospitals and stuff like that. So I'm just here to learn. No.
Okay. Well,
and again, I know people think we're like in the healthcare industry, but we're not really. I mean, we don't take care of patients. We take care of donors. And so we provide blood products to patients, but we don't really do any patient care.
I don't refer to anybody.
Big difference. I
don't refer to nurses or doctors or anybody like what you do as an industry. I think it's a profession. I like that word better. You're in the healthcare profession.
No, I agree, but I am in a profession, but I think overall it's called the industry, right? An industry is made up of professionals.
Is that right?
So I don't know. That's what I'm going with. Did that sound good?
I don't know.
That sounds good.
I have something I want to teach you about blood that maybe you don't know.
Bring it.
I have things that make people's blood boil.
Yeah, spontaneous combustion is not a myth, Larry.
Have you heard about these?
I saw it once on TV.
Have you seen this device that you break an egg into and then put it into floating hot water, and then you float it in hot water, and then it'll boil the egg without the shell. Then you just open the thing and plop it on your plate. You got a hard-boiled egg without the shell.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen that.
No, you haven't seen it. Well, you can put anything in it. You can put cheese in it, and then boil the egg with cheese already in your egg.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
How do you do? How do you crack the egg without the egg just cracking?
No, you crack the egg, but you don't boil it in the shell. You boil it in this plastic container, and then the plastic container floats around in the water just like an egg would do. And then when it's done boiling, you take it out and you put it on your plate. Yeah, so it's.
I don't know. That's way over my head. That's very science fiction.
But I have the things that make your blood boil.
Nice.
Yes. All right.
But
Are Canadians on the list?
Well, I figured you'd put them there because remember, anything I have is amendable. You can amend it simply by saying something.
All right. I'll go ahead and give you my two: Canadians and left lane drivers, and they're usually the same person.
So there was a thing this morning about the Viagra cocktail. Have you heard of this?
No, Larry, I've not reached that point in my life.
So apparently, the physical reaction that Viagra creates is not necessarily enough to get a man interested. Mm-hmm. So doctors, this is not a joke. At the
Larry, is that true? Is that true, Larry?
Not for me. No. I told.
I'm trying to walk you into that one. You see that?
I'm glad you don't.
I told Robin it's kind of like getting in an elevator and not wanting to go up or down.
Yeah.
Once you're in the elevator, you're ready to go somewhere.
Yeah.
But anyway, this is kind of the one.
I'll leave that one to you. I'm going to try to abstain from that one.
This is the wacky story of the morning. Doctors at the University of Missouri figured out that the best aphrodisiac to mix with Viagra, so that's safe, is chocolate.
That's right.
Because Viagra will take care of the physical, and chocolate will take care of the libido, the desire.
Well, when you said physical, I'm like, can't you just put in a DVD of Olivia Newton-John?
I'm thinking. Yeah. We think the same way.
Video?
That wouldn't be Olivia for me. Yeah.
Let's get physical, right?
As she sweats on the
I know.
screen.
Well, this is the way God meant it.
I
think this is something you ladies have to realize. This is what God put in us.
I hope every male over a certain age just instantly went to that video and go, yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, I got it.
I'm sure they did. Yeah. No, I don't think I've ever needed chocolate, but that's what it's.
And like what, 1985? When you're that age.
Yeah.
Boy, it doesn't take a lot, and that was like, oh. Right back.
Yeah.
And how exciting is it to know that she actually visits Ocala now and then because of her friend Travolta?
What?
Yeah. You didn't know
You
that?
think that I'd heard that myth, but I haven't proven it because I would probably, that would be somebody I'm like, wow.
Oh, she has.
Vanna White is somebody I've always wanted to meet.
Yeah.
So, because I've always thought she was just beautiful.
Yeah. Well, she's
Olivia Newton-John's up there.
She has, right. She used to charge, your cousin, too. What's her name again?
Heather Locklear.
Yeah.
Heather Locklear?
Oh, she's...
After you see her mugshot,
I know.
Well, that mugshot, that ruins it.
Yeah, but the other part for you is you're related to her. It's hard for you to do.
I can't, yeah. Not that I ever met her.
But see, the thing is, Vanna White used to be at supermarket openings. She used to charge $35,000 to go to
worth every penny.
Yeah, and people, and now it's understood why so many people would go to those grocery store openings and buy chocolate. Now we figured it out.
Problem solved.
It was a joke, but my laugh machine left it.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, your butter's no longer no longer buttered?
No, now she's coming back. There you go.
Okay, does she not know she's
Bye,
allowed?
Jim.
She's not allowed to leave. You're not allowed to leave, Robin.
Well, I had to answer the door.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Just let him knock.
All right, so I have things that'll make your blood boil. But first, how is the blood supply?
We're okay. Again, we're right there at a 5-day blood supply. We really need O negative. And that's going to sound like a broken record up until about September. So just get out there, give the gift of life, and donate blood because the life you may save may be your own.
Somebody's you love, right? Yeah. And thank you, Palm Garden of Ocala and Penn Flooring. I need to mention those two sponsors because, well, they sponsor that. So that's what happens when you sponsor something. You get your name mentioned. But in this case, we really, truly do appreciate the services and the products of these two companies. Palm Garden of Ocala, they don't have a product. They have a service, though, and it is health and rehabilitative in nature. And if you go there, you will see why people choose Palm Garden of Ocala. First of all, it's beautiful. Second of all, it's comfortable. Third of all, the people are awesome. The food is great. The gardens are outstanding, and they have 21st century skilled nursing. How about I put the two together? The therapists, they're real nice, and yeah, there you go. There you go. Penn Flooring, also. Go to Penn Flooring. They're at 2700 Southwest 34th Street, Palm Garden. Did I say that already? Penn Flooring, they're at 1201 Southwest 17th Street. Go there. Go to their showroom. See what they have on display. You can imagine that flooring in your home or your office, and you will be happier for it. And the price is so good because anything that lasts more than 5 years is worth the buy, unless it's $1 trillion. Then maybe not. But I mean, the amount, think about that, right? Have you ever thought something that is you pay a little extra for lasts a lot longer?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I thought about that.
And I'm not saying they charge more. I'm just saying. All right, ready? I put my foot in my mouth, I think.
Saying it.
All right, things that make your blood boil. Ready? When you hear these words, unexpected item in the bagging area.
Oh, yeah. I hate that. Everything locks up. You got to get the cashier lady. Oh, I hate that.
See, nobody was even complaining about that a few years ago.
Because you had real people.
Apostrophes being used.
So, isn't it the equivalent of like a price check needed?
Yes, yes, it
The
is.
equivalent. So, I mean, now we don't have to hear that. So it's a give and take. In
Oh,
this life.
I see. Yeah, yeah. Another thing that might make your blood boil is when somebody puts their apostrophe in the wrong place or incorrectly.
Oh, I hate that.
It doesn't bother me.
No?
I'm not a big grammar police guy. I hate the grammar police. Right,
No,
it's. There's no apostrophe in it's. Well, sometimes. Okay, I screwed it up. It's not the end of the world. You understand what I'm saying? But we write things down so we can communicate ideas, not to be dictated by the grammar Nazis.
All right, here's another one. The noisy mashed potato eater at the table next to you. Oh my gosh.
What does that sound like? What's it?
Mashed
How
potato,
noisy
you
can
don't
it-
make
The
noise.
Mashed
no-
potato.
Well, okay, try to
Not like he's
imagine.
eating an apple. Like an apple may be the loudest thing on the planet.
But maybe
or-
that's why.
or a corn cob.
Maybe that's why. If you're making noise eating mashed potatoes, it probably sounds nasty.
I don't know how it's possible.
Try
Think
it.
about it.
Soft.
How are you-
Mashed potatoes
I am
are
thinking
soft.
about it.
Like
I can hear
like
it in my
making
head.
noise eating a popsicle. You can't do it.
Oh yeah, yeah. But mashed potato. Okay, just picture a dog with peanut butter in his mouth. That's
Different sound. No.
Nah, it's about the
Mashed
same.
potato doesn't stick.
Yeah,
No.
but the person next to you with the dentures sitting on the table next to him.
Oh, dentures, yeah.
You know what I mean? They take the
So,
dentures out.
does that happen to you a lot, Larry? I don't eat at these kinds of places. Maybe that's why you have such a fetish for the tartar sauce. You're eating at places where they're taking the dentures and putting them on the table for mashed potatoes.
Oh, gee.
All right, things that make your blood boil. Getting up
That
in the.
cost more,
Could I have an extra plate for my dentures, please?
please. Yeah,
I don't want to
thank
put
you.
them on the table. All right, getting up in
No,
the.
that would be gross.
Yeah, but just picture that guy or gal eating mashed potatoes. Now you can hear it, right?
Oh, somebody's trying to eat their boiled egg this morning going, why do I listen to this show? Why do I do this to myself every morning?
All right.
And they're Canadian.
What?
And they're Canadian.
All right, here's another one. Here's
They're
another one.
Canadian.
Another thing that'll make your blood boil. Getting up to go use the restroom in the middle of the night, keeping the light off so you don't wake anybody up, and you step on a Lego.
Yeah, oh, yes.
There you go. That's it.
Don't you remember those days, Galen?
No, well, yeah. You know what's worse is when you step on the dog,
Oh, yeah. I fell
or
out
you
of...
trip over the dog, and your wife instantly yells at you.
Yeah.
What did you do to the dog? Hey, I'm
That's right.
fine.
Oh,
I just tumbled like 4 or 5 feet.
I have a.
I need to go to the bathroom.
I have a childhood story I want to share with you.
Then every light's on the house as she checks on the dog that's still asleep.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's the dog's more important, Galen. That's all there is.
I know where I
to it.
rank. I've told her that many times. Like, I know where I rank.
Yeah.
That's fine. Like
Right.
4th or 5th. Go ahead. Tell the story, Larry.
I got a story. Okay. I've told you about
Oh, yeah.
my friend Jimmy McCauley. Jimmy
You
is.
love Jimmy. He's a
Yeah, I
Mets
love
fan.
Jimmy. Yeah, he's a Mets fan. Yes. So when we were kids, we slept in his backyard in a tent. And of
Yeah.
course, when you had to use the bathroom, you had to walk across the lawn to go to his house. It wasn't a very big lawn, but you had to walk across it. And he had a dog. So I'm walking across the lawn, and I get to and I feel like I step in some dog crap with my bare feet. Okay.
Oh.
Oh,
So I
Yeah.
get to the house, and I look at the bottom of my feet, and I go, there's nothing there. That's weird. Right? I get back to the tent, and step in another one. Right? I say, Jimmy, give me the flashlight. I look, nothing on my feet. I said, it feels like I'm stepping on dog crap, but it's like invisible. There's nothing there.
Mm-hmm.
He says, come on.
Did you investigate?
I said, yeah, hold on, let me finish.
Okay.
And so Jimmy says, come on, let me try. So Jimmy gets up and he walks across the lawn and he says, what the hell? And he looks at his feet and there's no dog crap, right? and so we're doing it. We're walking back and forth, like over and over and over again. And we're stepping on nothing, but it feels like dog crap, right? And we cannot figure out what it is. When the sun comes up the next morning, there were dead slugs all over the yard.
Oh, that is great. That's great. Great.
Absolute true story.
Oh, man.
Great 10-year-old story. When you're
man.
10.
Yep, that's
Awesome.
what it was.
That's awesome. Congratulations, Larry.
Oh,
All
man.
right, here we go. Here's another thing that makes your blood boil.
And by the way, Pete is going to be calling you later about your blood killing tendencies.
No, I think the statute of limitations has passed.
No, not for PETA.
Oh, there you go. They're exempt.
Blood killer. Slugs have rights too.
Yes.
Here's another one. A wet spoon being dipped into the sugar.
That's what? Why would you do that?
I guess people get upset at that.
Yeah, because
You
that
should. I mean, it's just stupid.
How to get wet? Maybe that's the question.
Well, yeah, that spoon's been in your
Yeah,
mouth.
that's my point. You're like, what are you doing?
disgusting.
That's a communal sugar bowl.
It's like double dipping chips. You don't do that.
Sure.
That's
no.
a rule.
Another thing that makes your blood boil
A great
is...
Seinfeld episode.
Oh, it
Great
was?
Seinfeld
Which one?
episode.
Which one?
Double
chip
dipping
the dip-
chips.
Oh, yes, that was a good
I
one.
don't
Yeah,
remember.
I do remember.
Great
Morning.
episode.
And
That's the episode that really took Seinfeld to the next level. So everybody's know if,
And
if you're looking at your Seinfeld hierarchy.
and that's the secret to Seinfeld's comedy, is he brings things to the...
Absolutely.
That is real, that we all can relate to,
Mm-hmm.
The guy who swings it, it's like you put your whole mouth in the dip. Great. Just
Right.
great.
That's exactly right.
I mean, you take something that mundane and you turn it into 30 minutes of pure hilarity. So,
All right, another thing that makes people's blood boil is when taxi drivers take the scenic route.
okay, I've heard this before. In order for you to know they took the scenic route, you have to know the route,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
And that doesn't, it's very rare for me to get into a taxi where I know where I'm at. Right?
But what if you, after the fact, like you say to your friends, oh my gosh, that's a beautiful museum you got. The museum? Where did you go? And then you find out.
Yeah, but at that point, you're not bothered by it because it's already happened.
Really? You
I
paid...
don't know, is that something that bothers you?
Well, if you paid $40 extra and you didn't have to.
I'm trying to think the last time I was in a cab.
Well,
It's been a long time.
We live in
Because
Ocala.
of Uber and,
Yeah.
well, no, it's because of when I go in these places. And I mean, it's Uber is so much easier.
It
It's
is.
probably been 15 years since I've been in a cab. Yeah, I mean, at least, yeah, probably. I can't remember. It's been a long time. All right, sorry, go ahead. That
Being-
doesn't bother me.
Being in
The
a
sugar bowl bothers me.
being in a restroom stall and being ready to use the toilet paper and then realizing the only thing there is the toilet paper roll.
Oh, that's happened to me in the ladies' room. Yes, it has. And then you're
But
hoping.
it's a lot more. It's a lot more important for a woman than it is a man, I think, in most situations. But do you look beforehand, though?
You should look before.
No,
Yeah.
no.
That way, you're not fully committed.
Yeah, right. No, once you put that little paper on there and you're going down there, you're just, you're not backing up. So
No,
there's
you
to
got
it.
to check. You got to check the toilet paper at that point. You can't. You can't make that commitment until you're committed. I mean, that's just not. That's on you at that point.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's on you. That shouldn't make your blood boil.
Something else that
Now,
makes
if you run out, now hold on. If you run out, because you've used it all, now that's a different issue. Right? Now you're stranded, and it took a lot more than your expectations
Yeah,
were.
yeah.
Exactly.
That's when you
We've
thank.
all been there.
That's when you thank yourself for deciding to put underwear on that morning.
Yeah.
Good.
It's disposable.
What do you mean? What is that a big deal for you to wear underwear? Special occasion?
Just looking for a funny line. That's all. Just looking for a funny line.
Okay, because I'm not agreeing with that one. You can stand out there, commando all by yourself.
All right, a Facebook post that tells you to share something if you hate cancer. If you hate cancer, share this.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody who describes their pet as a fur baby. It's another thing. Makes people's blood boil.
Oh, yeah.
My fur baby.
My blood boil, but I just think it's kind of silly. Yeah.
It is silly.
Yeah.
Fur baby.
Well, those are the people who don't have kids, right? I mean, people who refer to their, my dogs are like my children. Well, you don't have children.
Yeah.
How about you? How about you're at your desk at work, and the guy on the phone says something to you, and you go, "Hold on, let me get a pen," and there is not one anywhere on your desk.
No, my problem is they don't work. 'Cause I don't have nice pens. I have cheap pens I find at a conference or something. Then they don't work, and now you're in trouble, and you end up writing it in a highlighter.
Yeah.
That's what makes me mad, because at the time I'm like, oh, this will work, and you write it in a highlighter, and you're looking for it for 2 days, and you can't see it. That's a thing for me. Highlighters are good at highlighting, not for writing.
Exactly.
Note to self.
Being beat out of an eBay auction at the very last second. Oh man, that has happened
a good
to
one.
me. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
And it goes over your budget, because on eBay you've got to be very disciplined. I mean, Dan's not. Dan's an idiot on eBay.
Gee.
So I just made that up, but because he keeps texting me slug life. But when you go in there, you with eBay, you don't want to go over your budget, because you realize, oh, I could have bought the same thing at Amazon and not had to wait 4 months for it to ship. So, yeah.
All right, here we go. Let's see. The spoon in the sink that happens to be directly underneath the tap when you turn it on.
And it splashes you in the face?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, it's water everywhere.
Sure.
That's a good one. These are things that make your blood boil. It's a blood topic. It's perfectly in line with what you're talking about.
You're right. There are some things I just wasn't aware of. Yeah.
Urinal etiquette that is ignored.
We spent a lot of time on urinal ethics.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
And there are times when they're just thrown out the window. If you've been drinking, if you've stepped on a couple of slugs on the way.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's
You're under the age of 10, and you're really still working on your aim.
Yeah. Yeah, this is an issue for you fellas.
All right, and the last one I have is when she says, "My eyes are up here."
Oh.
And you weren't looking there. How do you get out of that one, Galen? My eyes are up here, and you weren't looking there.
Well, this is a young man's problem.
That's not. It happens to all of us.
No. What I mean by that is that when you get older, you're much better at it. I mean, there's when you can and when you can't, right? And it's a young man's problem. It's just you have to learn.
Yeah, but you're assuming he really was looking, but this says you weren't. You weren't even. She's
wait,
she's
Larry,
accusing you of something that's not true.
Larry, it's just me and you. He was looking. Right? Am I right? Have you ever been accused of not looking or looking, and you said you weren't looking, but you were really looking, though, weren't you?
I don't think so.
It's always true.
I'm trying to remember this, if this is really true for me.
Yeah.
I don't think it's ever.
Again, it's a young man's problem, but trust me, the accusation was that you were looking. Yeah. You deny, but you were really looking.
But see, it's psychological on her part, because if she thinks you're not looking and she tells you that, you're automatically going to look to see what you missed.
Oh, we didn't miss anything.
Because she wants you
Trust
to do
me.
that.
If it's there, we've seen it.
Oh, that's 5 minutes before anybody else in the room.
If it's there, we've seen it. That's right.
Yeah, I mean, and yes, we were looking. Yeah, we got caught, and we're denying it. I don't know what you're talking about. A young man's problem.
All right. Galen, where is the Bloodmobile today? How many slugs will we walk across to get to it? That's what I want to know.
None is the expectation. Now, if you get one, that's a bonus, and we won't charge you extra for that. But we're at the Publix on Southwest College Road today.
Ah, nice.
Go donate blood, save some lives, and remember.
Yeah, please.
What's that song? Keep your hands to yourself. Keep your eyes in your head and your hands to yourself. What is that song, Galen?
He's going to be thinking about it.
I don't even know. I think you just butchered like 3 songs combined.
No, it's a song. I can't remember the name of the song. All right, hey, be careful up there in Amelia Island.
No, it's the achy breaky heart song.
Oh.
No.
Right?
I don't think so.
Don't hand me no lines and keep your hands to yourself.
Yeah, but it's not achy breaky.
It's an achy breaky.
All right, or maybe, I don't know.
Don't give me no lines and keep your hands to yourself.
There you go.
Hey, be careful. Thank you, Galen, for what you do.
All right, bye all.
All right, we'll talk to you tomorrow. This is The Source, WOCA Ocala.
Fox News Radio, I'm Chris Foster.